Hey YouTube, it's Patrice Sunflower here, and in this video I am making chicken with cabbage, onions, and some other ingredients inside. So let's start with some onions on the stove with some olive oil. It's really simple and easy and quick and healthy. My usual staples, my chopped onions on the stove in olive oil. Just give them a good stir with the rubber spatula. And in the meantime, I actually was boiling some chicken legs. I boiled about 4 little chicken legs on the side, just to get them started cooking first. I like to boil the chicken a bit. And now I added the boiled chicken, well, it was parboiled, to the pan, right into the onions actually. Just add them in. Probably cook those chicken legs for about 10 minutes on the stove in water. And now I covered it just to allow it to steam and to incorporate with some of the onions, and then give them a little stir. I added a little bit of water as well as some chicken broth. Chicken broth, firstly, is going to add some exceptional flavor, and it's going to naturally deglaze the pan from all of the bits of onions that were sticking to the bottom. And now it's time to cover it. And then I removed the cover, and now I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir, just to break up those little bits from the chicken broth. And it's starting to thicken a little bit with the broth as it starts to cook and reduce in volume as well. Some of the water evaporating. And now I'm adding just a little bit of the adobo seasoning. You don't have to use the adobo, you could use anything you want. I also put in some pepper. If you didn't want to use adobo, you could use just salt and pepper or just the broth. And now it's time for the vegetables. I added in cabbage, carrots, and I believe some celery too, and some potatoes. Just pour that right over and then cover it up again on the stove. And then I added a little bit of the hot pepper seasoning. I really like this seasoning because it gives it a great flavor. And now some ketchup. You know, you could make this dish completely Jamaican if you wanted. You would just add in some thyme and some soya sauce, and possibly a little bit of the allspice. But this I admitted because I didn't make it Jamaican, but you could have made it for a stew chicken. And then in the meantime, I covered it and allowed it to cook a little bit more on the stove. As you can see, it's cooking quite nicely. But it could completely be a Jamaican stew chicken if you wanted. It actually had the essence of it that it reminded me of a Jamaican stew chicken that I've had before. And there's some garlic, just some fresh grated garlic for some extra heightened flavor. Again, completely optional. You don't have to put the garlic in. You could put some onion powder if you wanted, or you could use granulated garlic if you prefer. And now, one ingredient that I like to put in to really jazz it up a bit is the apple cider vinegar. It's adding in amazing nutritional benefits as well as deglazing the pan additionally. And now some more sauerkraut. This sauerkraut is just amazing, just full of flavor and so delicious. It was kind of sticking to the fork. That's what happens when you use one hand to film and the other to cook. So yeah, we managed somehow. It's all good. Yeah, we're just drooling over that sauerkraut. Such a delicious sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut, as you guys know. Especially Polish sauerkraut. I'm not a big fan of the German sauerkraut. I find it a little bit, I don't know, it sort of is too strong for me. I prefer a more natural tasting one. And it's looking so good. Oh my goodness. By this point, it was just like the whole house was smelling like heaven. Just awesome and full of flavor, especially for that cold day that I made it. And there you go, chicken with cabbage. And thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I post transit and occasional cooking videos. Please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, share, and comment. And thanks once again. Toodles!